Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matt with rarity. Today's video is going to be all about the worst Magic the Gathering set to ever be released. Of course, we're talking about Spider-Man. This is a Universes Beyond set, and I am kind of trolling a little bit. I don't think it's the absolute worst set that's ever been released, but man, the community and the whole kind of hobby right now is not so positive towards Spider-Man, at least the people that are vocal. I think that the story online with TCG Player shares a different story, and that's why I want to talk about it in this video. So is Spider-Man a huge dud, or is it a success? Let's talk about it, give you my thoughts. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. And before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We hit over 800 subscribers on YouTube. That's crazy. This whole group and community is growing, guys. I appreciate it. Our goal is 1,000. So if you're feeling crazy, even before the video starts, you can subscribe or like. Let's go ahead and dive into though. I want to show you guys something, okay? I do not dabble with I do not dabble with collector products very often. The amount of capital that I work with as a business is on the lower side. It's been growing, obviously, as I sell and accrue more, I have more spending power. But with this set particular, I saw that the collector booster boxes came out the gate swinging for Spider-Man, guys. Upwards of $900, close to $1,000 pre-sale. A lot of people, I think, were diving in and thinking this was going to perform just like Final Fantasy did, and that's just not the case. But I did something crazy for me. I went out and I found a collector booster box of Spider-Man, guys. This is crazy for me. This box right here is retailing at $550 right now. Now, pause for a second. The whole purpose of this video is talking about, is this set the worst set of all time? These were selling regularly for $900 to $1,000 plus tax on TCG Player. Let that sit in. Let that sit in. And what did I just say the market price was on this box? $550-ish plus tax. That is a huge correction from just weeks ago when people were buying at the higher price. And remember, pre-orders cannot be canceled on TCG Player. Those are there to stay. Those poor people that bought at $900 and thinking that this was going to be maybe a $1,500 to $2,000 box out the gates. Now, let's talk a little bit about Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering is a player's game, okay? So people that the primary person that's engaging with Magic the Gathering actively plays and participates in the hobby and plays the games. Whether that's Commander, drafts, it could be anything. People play the game and they love it. If you've never played Magic the Gathering, I know I have a Pokemon audience that I've built, and you guys are amazing. I love Pokemon. If you guys have never played Magic the Gathering, you owe it to yourself to download Magic the Gathering Arena. It's an app you can put on your phone or download it on Steam on your computer. Magic the Gathering is such a fun game. Like, I think everyone should experience that, learn how to play the game. It is a blast, guys. If you enjoy TCGs or competitive card games at all, you will love Magic. Full stop, I guarantee it. I don't use that guarantee word very often. And maybe that's a lie. Maybe there's some people out there that are like, I hate this. I hate Magic the Gathering. Don't like it at all. That might be you. I'm sorry I just lied to you if that's you. But anyways, Magic the Gathering is a player's game. It's not primarily a collector space. So what did they do? Hasbro owns Magic the Gathering. And what they did, guys, is they kind of separated it out into different product lines. Packs that the players will primarily buy to build and to put cards into their deck. And then they built out this product line here, which is the collector's booster box and packs. These boxes are crazy. And I want to give you an example of a product that has the play packs in it. So this is called a bundle. This is, if you're from Pokemon, this is like your ETB product here. It comes with 9 packs, similar, right? 9 packs, no exclusive promo for Magic, but it does come with some more exclusive kind of lands and things that you can add to your deck, and just auxiliary stuff that you can play with that's Spider-Man themed after whatever sets just come out. It's a really cool product. I like it a lot. The collector box, also before we get to collectors, play boxes also come with 30 packs. So this is going to be your standard booster box, okay? Kind of what we have in Pokemon. I do have one. Let me go ahead and grab it real fast. This is kind of an impromptu thing here. This right here, oh, it's upside down. This right here is a play box of Spider-Man, the set that we're talking about. This comes with 30 packs. Really fun to play. It's just all standard play packs. Now let's switch gears. Magic the Gathering, Hasbro, they saw that, Wizards of the Coast, I should say, they saw that there was a need in their hobby to maybe incorporate a higher value kind of product that has more chase variants, that they can really pump up the value of cards and have something that collectors can chase outside of the product that's designed for players to keep cards more affordable. That's where this bad boy comes in. And just so you know, wait, we'll get to that in a second. I don't want to give it away. Just so you know, this comes with 12 packs, okay? Now, your brain is probably working right now, especially if you're new to Magic. You're probably saying, wait a second, you're telling me that people bought this little bitty box. Let's put them up next to each other. 12 packs versus 30 packs. Look at that. Look at how small the box is, guys. You're telling me that somebody bought this box with 12 packs in it for $900 to $1,000 plus tax. The answer is yes. It was selling like hotcakes. It is crazy, guys. But you have to understand the context, a little bit of history lesson. We just had Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy come out this summer. That is also a Universes Beyond set where they collaborate with another IP. Obviously, Final Fantasy is a huge gaming kind of intellectual property set in like a lot of different worlds. If you're not a gamer, you don't know Final Fantasy, you owe it to yourself to go kind of check out what Final Fantasy is. It is not the top grossing IP in the world or anything like that, but it's got a huge fan base all over the world, and the people that like Final Fantasy are really bought in. So Final Fantasy had similar products. They had the bundle, they had the play box, they had the collector box. The collector box did not pre-order for $900, but what happened is the collector box, it started selling so crazy that the price is upwards of $1,500 right now for this box right here for Final Fantasy. That is crazy. That's over $100 per pack, $150 per pack or whatever. And it's crazy, guys. It is crazy. So let's get to the video. we're talking about it, but you know, I'm gonna say, well, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. We're about halfway through, I think. So why do I have this box? Well, I kind of crashed out a little bit because I went to my local card store. I'm trying to score some Mega Evolutions that just released. You know, I always like to try to find some packs at as affordable prices as possible for my stream so that I don't always have to list above market or anything like that. I always buy from the secondary market because I don't have time to wait in line at GameStops or Walmarts. So I'm going and I'm finding product on the secondary market or going to my local card store. It's really hard for local card stores. So a lot of times if you're buying from an LGS, you're not paying retail, you're not paying MSRP, you're paying above that. And then I use that product for my streams as well. So I went and I saw that they had quite a few of these bad boys up there. And I was like, hey, what's the price you got on that Spider-Man collector box? Well, my local card shop, they had an amazing price, about $100 or so underneath market on TCG Player. That screamed to me because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what kind of capital am I working with? You know, how much money do I have for the business? What can I do here and there to get products? And I've actually got a bit of capital saved up, mostly for the new Japanese set that's coming out, Inferno X. That's going to be our Phantasmal Flame set, just by the way. And I heard this, and I was like, man, I've been saying to myself, I've been watching this collector box drop and drop and drop to 550. And I said to myself just earlier this week, I said, if I see one of these in the 400s, I'm going to pick it up. And I'm going to save it. I'm going to hold it. Well, this was in the 400s. I picked it up, and I crashed out. I opened the box, guys. Woo! I opened the box last night on stream. If you're watching this, gonna just timestamp it. This is like Saturday in September, right after Friday release. I crashed out. I opened this entire booster box on stream for everyone to watch. We also got to rip a lot of Mega Evolutions. We got to rip a whole play box of Spider-Man as well in the stream. A blast, guys. Spider-Man, it is not the most valuable set in Magic the Gathering, but it's got some beautiful cards in it. I think that this set, this actually goes with the video really well. I think this set, people love to hate it right now. It's a small set. It's kind of a weird set. It doesn't have commander decks. It's missing some of the core foundational pieces that a Magic the Gathering set usually has, but it has some beautiful cards in there that I think Spider-Man fans are going to look back on very fondly in the future. It's designed more as a collector's product, not so much a player's product, and I think that's the disconnect right now. Not to mention the volatility on this box is causing a lot of people that were speculating on this going to 2,000 to 3,000 to pull back and say, oh my gosh, I'm losing money. And when you have someone that's not fully bought into Magic, that's speculating and spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and they see what just happened, they are panic selling right now, okay? So I think all of those things working together are causing the price to drop and drop and drop. I have heard, guys, I'm not like a pro Magic the Gathering player or anything, but listen, I have heard that this set actually does have some sleepers in it. It's got some playable cards. It's got some cards with some interesting mechanics. Things that players may look at in the future and say, hey, like maybe I want to engage with that. Maybe I want to add some cards to my commander deck. Maybe I want to add some cards to my, standard deck and all of that. So I think that there's some potential there. Why did I crash out and open the box instead of keeping it sealed? Well, to be honest, it's because I have a weak self-control, okay? It's because I'm weak. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, guys, I crashed out. I had to go full degen. I had to open the box. Okay, this is my thought process. My thought process is I have an online store and presence. I can make this content video about my experience opening this box, talk about the set. I need to do more Magic the Gathering content. I just love the game so much. I love just the being part of the hobby, selling cards, playing online. It's really fun. So content, right? I was like justifying this decision in my head. Content. Also, the box was so far below market price. I also thought to myself, I said, hey, what do I have to lose? I'm going to open it up. Even if it gets like an average EV out of it, I'm still going to I'm going to break even, maybe make a little bit of money off of just the EV. If I pull like an average box, that's gambling, by the way. That's not, I do not recommend that. And so I justified it to myself. I justified a bad decision, opened it, also got content on stream, got to engage with people as they were kind of cheering me on or saying, hey, you're making a huge mistake. And I had a blast, okay? So how did I do on the box? Well, honestly, I did pretty good. I pulled a lot of borderless foils, which is gonna be kind of your go-to kind of mid to high range kind of hit from these collector packs. Also, something I noticed, I'm not gonna lie, is we opened up a whole play box of Spider-Man and I didn't pull a single art card. No art cards out of 30 packs of Spider-Man. But in my collector box, I pulled art cards out of several of the packs. I literally, guys, because of the whole experiment, I listed every card except for the commons, which I still need to go through and list. So anything uncommon and above has been listed and already started selling from the collector box. We're going to talk about whether or not, how that went in just a second. Things are already selling. Beautiful cards, guys. Absolutely amazing. But I was so surprised that those art cards were only featured in the collector box. Typically, you get a ton of art cards from your play boxes as well. So I haven't cracked any other play boosters or play boxes. But it does seem like those art cards may be a bit more rare in this set. And the prices online reflect that. So I think I got like 3 to 4 art cards from an entire collector box, which is, that would make, if that is true, if that's true, and that's the average amount of art cards you're pulling, that means that the art card set is going to be very rare. Will that equate in higher values? The cards I listed are higher than a lot of other art card sets, but I'm not sold on that, and there's not enough sample size to go off of that, but that's so weird. So let's talk about it. I don't like, let's wrap this up. We're going to talk about how the box opening went. I'm going to show you the top card I pulled from it. And yeah, we're going to go from there. I don't think this is the worst. I don't think this is the worst Magic set to ever come out. I think that the community and online presence is making their voice heard right now. That they, you know, a lot of LGSs you see post content online had very low attendance to their pre-release events. You're seeing that people are not really engaging with this set from a player's perspective. I mean, it's got some cards like the Soul Stone that have some, you know, interesting mechanics and playable kind of situations that people are gravitating to. Some of the, you know, some of the creature cards like the Green Goblin, like Eddie Brock, some of those big Spider-Man cards. Annie Venom is another one. All of these cards, it's got some playables in there, but nothing crazy valuable. Like you know, I'm gonna be honest, I think Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Karlov have so much better EVs than Spider-Man does, even fresh off release, which is kind of concerning for the set. But I do think this is a sleeper for the collectible side of it. I think that people are gonna look back at Spider-Man and say, like, that set did not go well. I think everyone acknowledges that. Not a great takeoff from the set, but I think people are going to look back with fondness, and people are really going to look back at some of these top chase cards, like the one I'm about to show you, and they're gonna remember it fondly. Okay, I think that people are going to look back at this and want to buy it. Also, quick note on the collector box. This thing is right at 550 and it's holding strong, guys. The last several days have had over 150 to sell, and I think even upwards of like 200 to 300 sell. That kind of sell-through rate on a like high value box is kind of crazy. That should not be slept on. And if you guys know anything about collector boxes, these are not printed as highly as play boxes and other products are. And so I just want you guys to know that as the sales volume continues to stay strong at the 5 to 550 range, and as that product gets eaten up, whether it's getting ripped or thrown into a closet to hold, then that becomes much more scarce. And as soon as people stop dumping at 550, I do think the price is going to surge up. Where it goes, I don't know. I have no idea what the potential of this set has, but if it surges back up to 1,000, that's going to be crazy. Okay, let's talk about what I got. I got some really great cards out of it, but the one I really want to show today is I did pull one of the top chase cards. I didn't pull any textured, I didn't pull any of the textured Spider-Man cards. I didn't pull the Soul Stones. So I didn't make bank, okay? I didn't hit a lottery ticket here, but I did pull, let's get this all nice and neat here. I did pull the borderless Eddie Brock, the really special version of it. Beautiful card, absolutely stunning. At first, I didn't really realize what I had when I pulled it. If I can find the reaction, I'll add it to this video. Probably not going to happen, by the way. But I screamed. I literally screamed whenever I realized what I had pulled. Look at that. It's a double-sided. It's got the comic book kind of side on the back. Beautiful card. Oh my gosh. This right here, retailing or selling market price over 200 buckaroonies. I do want to acknowledge that because of my stupid decision to open that box, I had decided I'm going to list every single card off the rip. So I got all my uncommons and above listed. And just so you guys know, I listed that last night around 1 a.m. after stream. It's sold, guys. This is already sold. No longer my card. Got to take good care of it. So just so you guys know, my cost basis is between $400 to $450. And as I just said, that card is a $200 card. You got to factor in fees and shipping and everything, but that's about half of the box's worth right there. So I do think that I very easily broke even and made a little bit of money off the box. Was it a wise decision just because I pulled one of the top chase cards? No. This doesn't mean that I'm going to take that and be like, I'm going to go buy 3 more boxes and I'm going to open all of them because I made my money back once. That's not a good approach. Just because you made, okay, let's think about this. I think Dan from Catch 'em All Collectibles says this all the time. You can make, just because a bad decision leads to a positive result, it doesn't make that decision good, okay? So I don't know, like I'm not smart enough to know the actual like terminology for all of this. But listen, just because I made the decision to spend that money and it actually turned out to where I'll probably make some money off of that decision, it does not equate that decision to open the box. It doesn't make that a good decision. I still risked opening that box. I gambled by opening that box. I'm grateful for how it went, but that doesn't mean that I need to go out and buy more boxes and open them, okay? So today, I bought another box. I bought another box, guys. But this one's staying sealed, to be honest. I'm not going to open this box. I'm not going to full send and kind of crash out again. I have wanted to have some sort of collector box in my collection in the vault. And so that's what this is. Really happy. The store that I bought it at, my LGS, they are staying strong at their price, which is way under market. If you do the math on that, how much is that under market? Oh my gosh, it's like over 20% under market I bought it for. It's crazy. Anyways, shout out to those guys. So yeah, it's just a no-brainer for me, honestly. And with how actually well the opening went, I had a ton of fun. I would love to open more collector packs in the future. It's a blast, but it's gambling. It's not a wise decision for your business. And so I got this. I'm so happy to have this box in my collection, guys. To wrap up my thoughts and to really put the bow on this video, if you guys don't know much about Magic, it's an amazing game. I really recommend you playing it. It's a player's game though, so whenever you're opening, like, if you never opened a Magic pack and you watch this, you're like, oh, I like Spider-Man. I think I'm gonna go open something. If you buy some packs from Target or whatever, like, go for it. It's a fun set to open, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, a Marvel fan. There's a lot of callbacks. You'll love the art, the different versions of Spider-Man and the multiverse. It's really a blast. But just so you know, you're gonna open a pack, you may see a borderless or alt art card out of there, and you're gonna maybe feel like, oh, I'm gonna freak out, like, this is crazy, this is awesome. Let me grab a card real fast. So you may open a card that looks like this. This is called Ponder. It's got the iconic Spider-Man pose here. It looks absolutely phenomenal. You're gonna open a card like this, you're gonna be like, wow, I just hit big. This is not a huge hit, guys. It's beautiful. It would look amazing in a binder. Actually, I'm gonna gift this to a friend, really excited about it. They're a huge Spider-Man fan. But that's like a $3 to $5 card. Okay, that's nothing crazy. It's not a huge hit. The cards that are worth money in Magic are going to be those more playable, in-demand cards. When you have a just common, uncommon card that's playable, even a common or uncommon can be worth over $5, $3 to $10. If you got a rare or a mythic that's playable, then you're looking at like anywhere from $20 to $100 for those cards, depending on how rare they are. So if you are a business watching this and you're thinking like, hey, I hear that Matt, rarTCG, is into selling Magic and Pokemon. How does he navigate both? Well, honestly, I put in the time to learn about the differences in each hobby and each TCG. And that's what you need to do. There's a lot of opportunity from a business standpoint in Magic the Gathering, but you need to enjoy Magic the Gathering enough to learn about it and learn how to navigate it, source inventory, all of that kind of stuff, just like you do for Pokemon. But if Magic the Gathering doesn't interest you and you just see dollar signs, be careful, because it's gonna maybe lead to decisions and you're gonna be really let down, because if you approach Magic like you approach Pokemon, you're going to fail. But I think that that's a beautiful thing about TCG hobby in general. Each game, like One Piece is going to be totally different than Magic. That's totally different from Pokemon. That's what makes it beautiful. And I think that's like the learning curve and like becoming an expert and growing your business. It just takes time and energy and effort. But guys, we're already like 24 minutes into this video, which is crazy. I wanted to share some of my really fun experience last night of opening the Commander box. I will not be doing that again. Maybe in the future, I definitely want to open some more boxes, but this was a kind of once in a long time opportunity to open this box. I can't wait to see what happens with my sealed box. I'm actually, after opening this and actually after seeing what's happening on TCG Player, I wish I could buy more. I don't really have the capital to buy more boxes, but I really believe in this. And because of that, I may be a little scrappy. I may sell some more Pokemon sealed stuff I have to put towards Spider-Man. That's crazy, but that might happen. I'll let you guys know what I decide. Let me know down below, are you a Magic the Gathering player? Do you collect the cards? Are you excited about Spider-Man, or do you think it's the worst set ever created? I actually am pretty, I wouldn't say I'm pretty positive towards it. I'm pretty bullish towards this set. I think that as time flies and goes forward, people are going to look back at Spider-Man very fondly, and this collector's box is it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. Personally, I could be wrong. I'm not that smart. Let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.